Yoink. And we are live. It is Sunday, December 18th. Is it the 18th? No, it's the 19th. Shows what I know. The time is 7:32 p.m. and the temperature outside is -6 degrees. Let me throw the old weather doodad up in the corner. There we go. -6 confirmed. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I see a lot of people in the chat. Yogi, Brad Palmer, John O'Meara, Jeanette Morales, Vivian Johnson, Susan Harjot, The Real Man, John O'Meara, again, Marie and Brad Palmer, Harjot, Firestize, Anthony, and everyone else. Thanks for tuning in. I had some trouble getting YouTube to schedule the stream, but hopefully everything is going well so far. And I've once again completely reconfigured my room. The brand new camera setup. I've redone the mic setup. And everything around me is completely different, so bear with me if I have any foibles, is that a word? Any follies along the way? But I just want to do one quick audio check. Let me... Okay, so everything looks and sounds fine to me. Hopefully this camera looks better and hopefully this mic sounds better than my previous streams. That's really all I did today. This was one of those days where I woke up and I just said, no, you don't. So I had a feeling last night I wasn't going to be up and ready to do the premiere. So I just released the video like I used to do at 9 a.m. without the live premiere. So if you're looking forward to that, I apologize. That's just going to happen from time to time. I slept in till like noon. And then I just did nothing all day. I didn't record any videos. Well, I tinkered with this setup a bit. The lighting, and I got the new camera working. So hopefully this looks 1,000 times better than when I was using this thing before the live stream. And yeah, that was my day. I did nothing. I have no idea what's going on in the world today. I didn't watch football. I didn't watch TV. If there was a major disaster somewhere or if something crazy happened, I don't know. I'm going to find out in the chat from you guys today. So yeah, it wasn't just a day off from working. I saw Lisa say it was a day off from everything. Sometimes you just need that mental reset. Physically, I feel amazing, but mentally, it was just one of those days where it's like, you don't want to get up, dude. So I didn't get up. I left my apartment actually 5 minutes ago to throw the garbage out, to bring it to the chute. So that was the only time I left my apartment all day. So I didn't even do tomorrow's video. There's supposed to be a video tomorrow morning, and it's going to have copyright music. So I'm going to have to upload just the audio, find out the copyright marks, go back, edit the audio, weave in some new music, and then upload that. So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., I hope there's a premiere. If not, I'll go out and live stream at some time in the morning or afternoon just instead. And let me just take a quick look at the chat, see what's going on over there. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm hoping that this sounds 1,000 times better. If it's a little too bassy, let me know. I know if I kind of wanted that kind of warm, podcasty broadcast sound. That's one of the reasons why I bought this thing, but I might have overdone it with my settings. So let me know if it's just too low and I can try to adjust that. Yogi says sounds fine. Bevy says audio is great. Thank you. Brad says sounds great. Everyone's confirming that it sounds great. The one thing about this microphone is it doesn't pick up any other sounds really. So my heater is on, you can't hear. I have a humidifier on that you can't really hear. But if I move away from it, you can definitely hear that it drops. So, yeah, let me pull up the... I don't even know how to pronounce that word, Lisa, but I will approve that comment. Let me pull up the internet because we got to find out what the heck is going on in the world today, right? I don't know. I didn't go outside. Apparently, it's really cold out. Graphics up. Kohana is here. Ashtai is here. Oh, and just before I get going, I am drinking a Diet Pepsi and whiskey. Sacrilege, I know, but womp womp, it's gonna happen. And let me throw a quick up. And if you want to see this working space that yesterday or Friday actually, uh, a very close friend's Christmas present arrived, and it was actually for my apartment. So I spent part of last night setting that up, and then I watched Jake Paul knock out Tyron Woodley. And I also watched a movie called King of the Cruise, which is one of the weirdest but most fascinating movies I've ever seen. If you have access to Curiosity Stream, I highly recommend it. But if you want to see what my new space looks like, I say new space because I'm still living in a disaster zone. You can head over to my Instagram account where I just uploaded a picture of that about 1 minute before showtime tonight. And yesterday I unrolled my merch store, and I was blown away with the support. There's already been over 20 items ordered, and I know I wasn't really interacting with the chat, but I think I saw Vivian mention she was purchasing something, and a lot of other people. So thank you so much. That I mean, I imagine there'll be like a big burst of sales, and then it'll trickle down, but still, like, you guys have blown me away. So thank you so much for supporting it. If you are curious, strideswag.com, or if you go to my YouTube page, I've got a button to the store right on here. So there we go. So look at that. That's one of the reasons why I chose this particular vendor, is it's really tightly integrated with YouTube. So you could just go to the store right on my page, or you could go here. And if you're wondering between the two designs, which one is more popular? Well, I have three designs, but there's this logo, and then there's the other logo, what I call the classic icons, and then the Skyline logo. I would say it's about 60-40 right now in favor of the classic. So this one would be about 40. And a few people ordered the other logo on, like, but that's only on a mug and a cushion. So it looks like this logo is the favorite, but they're both moving. So thank you very much, guys. There will be more to come, but I just wanted to get that out there. People had been asking me forever, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm so exhausted, is just this was a lot of work. It was a lot more work than just clicking a few buttons, but we got it up. The next big project, I'm going to hold off from announcing, but that too is going to be a pile of work. But I do have something exciting in the works for early 2022. And yeah, so there we go. Let me, since I'm talking about this new space, let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. So I can pull up my old S20 here. This should connect. Oh, look at that. You can now see my apartment. But you probably can't hear me very well. Let me on one more thing. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my space once I get this, because this microphone, as soon as I step away, you're not going to be able to hear me. I forgot to turn on the sound. Sorry about that, but oh well. You got to see the space. I was just talking about some of the things how I have. Yeah, I forgot to turn on my wireless receiver. That's why. But yeah, there was the space. So this table is brand new. So thank you. It is absolutely amazing. It couldn't fit my spot any more perfect. One thing that I will be adding very soon is a third monitor. So that's something I decided today I really want. I want a 4K HDR monitor that'll be in the center, and then I'll have two 27-inch monitors flanking it. So I actually need two new monitors because one of them is going to go in the garbage, or I'll just donate it. And then, yeah, you guys don't care about that. But new monitors. Lisa says I'm out of control. Tom Tim Tug says curved monitor. Bevy says, what happened to your dining table? It ended up getting rehomed. We have a furniture disposal section in the building outside. So I dragged it out there. I put a few chairs with it. And this morning they were gone. So fortunately, it found a new home. But yeah, you guys are now all caught up to speed. That is what I did last night. I built this table. And then because the distance to the green screen is different and my lighting's all in a different spot and I'm using a whole new camera setup, it took me several hours to dial in these settings, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks 1,000 times better than it did before. Even though most people are going to be like, don't care, hardly difference. Do you sell trench coats? No, I don't. Don't even own a trench coat. Yeah, fun times. I'm going to have to rearrange the merch here. I think there's a way to do that. GGNYC says definitely looks a lot better. Thank you. It's once I go down a rabbit hole, I just get stuck. Like with the live streaming outside, I wanted to have good 1080p live streams, and then that's how I ended up with multiple providers in the iPhone. So hopefully the home streams look better. What you can't see is the kitchen. The kitchen is an absolute mess. For some of these streams, I'm not going to green screen it, but I'm going to have to clean up. The Christmas tree is behind me, but it is blocked by the green screen. What are you going to do? You can't win them all, right? And I think on Friday, I will do a home live stream on the Strides channel, probably on Friday night, which means a few times before that, I'll get out and do some regular videos. Thank you, Kathleen. So let's see what's going on in the city of Toronto. City of Toronto, this is the Reddit subreddit, City of Toronto smoking PSA. Don't be a flicking idiot. Look how I love how the L and the I connect there. You do not read it that way, do you? That is probably the best PSA I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen something that clever. Tossed butts start. I read that as fries. That's how you know I'm tired. That's cool. I missed this private seat on the subway. Ooh, those are the old cars. We do not have those anymore. I don't know if you can remember that or not. There are walk-in booster doses at the CNIB right now. You know, I went to the website and apparently I don't qualify yet for a booster. Like, I do qualify, but I don't qualify to book for one. It was like womp womp. Even though I got my second shot in June, I guess I'm too young. I was just like, what's this process all about? Oh yeah, speaking of, I got rapid tests. I got a pack of 5 rapid tests. So I'm thinking I'm going to do one on stream at some point. But don't worry, Lisa, we're not going to be talking about that stuff any more than this, just because it showed up on Reddit. Beautiful day in High Park. We have a picture. That is awesome. Someone has a snowman. Toronto police buildings are off limits to the public. Didn't they just reopen to the public? I'll shake my head at my dismay. Another pop-up clinic news. That's a cool shot. I like all these people. It would be cooler if these people appeared more as silhouettes. No dude could be centered better in the frame. Or you could just crop the picture like most people do, right? And cheat and recenter. Spotted in the East End. What does this say? Beware of this neighborhood raccoon. He came into my home at night through the dog door and destroyed my kitchen. Well, you literally left your door wide open to the raccoon. So, Keanu Reeves naming things in Toronto. Yeah, I think Keanu Reeves is in Toronto right now. Okay, there's news we don't want to cover. Toronto women playing Shinny 2. Why do we keep getting tripped up? It's just a game people play outside. This I thought was really cool. This is a Super Mario map, style map of the Toronto subway. And Downsview is the furthest station. So that's before the extension up to Vaughan. And that's the only thing that's changed. This blue line will soon be disappearing, replaced by absolutely nothing. Good job, City of Toronto, on that. And then we'll have the Eglinton line at some point in the next century should appear. And then the Finch West line will appear somewhere from around here over. That's cool. I haven't seen that. I saw that map pop up a long, long time ago, and it's been a while. Allen Gardens, December 18th, 2021. I was at the Allen Gardens yesterday. Although that was at night. Not the video I posted this morning? Yes. Oh, that video is doing well. 5,000 views already. Sweet. Thank you guys for watching that. Again, sorry I missed the premiere. I guess I'm not paying as close attention to the chat as I should, but thanks. I have 145 viewers tonight. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit out of gas. I literally did nothing all day. But I always do the stream, and this stream's kind of fun, and it doesn't take a whole lot of energy out of me, so we're not going to be skipping Sunday night streams. Did you line up for the In-N-Out Burger pop-up? No, I didn't. I talked about that on a video that I did while I was filming with Ken. Yes, Lisa, the walk I recorded after this one, starting from the Allen Gardens, featured a few boring east side laneways, you could say. Heard someone once say they're not as good on the east side. I don't know. We got to give the laneways on the east side a chance. This is definitely the kind of night where I should probably be playing a video in the background. Do I have any? Nah, let's... You know what, though? There is a service that's really cool called Stream Beats. This is a free service that if you want to like play some music in the back of your stream, you can do that. It's called Stream Beats. It's by a guy named Harris Heller. It's exclusively for this kind of thing, just playing in the back of the live stream. I wonder how the... Sounds a little loud, doesn't it? Oh, was that just a preview that stopped? I don't know. I'm just going to kill it. Yeah, if you want to listen to some music in the background. That person is pretty smart. Harris Heller, yeah, he has monetized a lot of things. He's kind of he was a Twitch streamer, but now he's solely a YouTuber, but he also does a lot of other things. COVID Hippo says not a fan of the music. Is this rock? I don't know. I don't have my headphones on. I can't even hear it when I do that. Sounds like a cam girl stream. Thank you. It was killing my brain cells. Wow, we're just full of positivity out in the chat gallery tonight. Yeah, too loud. Well, I think you need to set the volume low, but let's see. 80% of the people say this looks and sounds better. 15% of the people are blind or deaf because they said no. 5% said just the video is better, and 0% said just the audio is better. I've decided to keep the old microphone, and I'm probably going to hook it up because I don't know. I don't think I always want to have this here. Yeah, Russell, join the club. You're not the only one who just... I don't even want to go into it because it would just be me ranting for 30 minutes. Probably getting canceled and losing a lot of supporters if I said my true feelings on that. So everyone's entitled to their feelings. Of course, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because I already talked about this with Ken. Ken feels exactly the same way I do. And I'll just leave it like that. If you want to know how I feel, you can watch my live stream with Ken, which I did on Friday, which was really cool. And apparently, Ken used the same thumbnail. The mic looks like you're doing TSN updates. It's a dynamic mic, so your voice has to be very close. Sanjay says, we want the rant. I don't have the energy for the rant tonight. I think some people are a little burnt out by this topic already. Lisa says, please stop saying canceled. I think it's funny. I'm mocking that entire culture. You will notice I color corrected the thumbnail and saturated it or fixed it. Ken left it looking washed out, but Toronto last hurrah, downtown Yonge Street. The last Friday before the new restrictions. So he did a video right after our live stream. And then he did a snowfall walk through Cabbagetown, which is funny because mine kind of went through Cabbagetown. But yeah, you can see me at the start of this video. I haven't even seen this. What do I look like in this video? What do I look like in Ken's live stream? There I am, taking my sweet time to get ready.
Yes. Hello, Alex. Hello,
That.
Hello, Harjot. Hello, Megan. Once again. And
This gimbal.
Reggie and Marie and Vivian. And Shirked. Hi. Hi, Ken, and hello to you as well. And Bevy. Hello, hello. And Fong T. Rev View. Hello.
Messages.
Welcome everyone who...
Getting scared Bevy called me a hottie, if that helps. Thanks. Sketchy stalking guy.
Watch Johnny get ready for his pre-recorded video.
Looks somewhat like my neighborhood, King West and Bathurst. Yeah, we started on King West. That's funny. Somebody just had their message booted because they're asking someone to follow them on Instagram, and then Nightbot comes and tells people to follow me on Instagram. Ooh, the irony. I just found that funny. Hey, Wall Street Skate Bro is in the house. How have you been doing? Have you been streaming lately? I was just watching myself on Ken's stream. You're in Miami right now. That's not very Wall Street of you, is it? Awesome. Downtown Miami live. Brickle. Apparently New York is just like starting to close a lot of stuff and get I don't know. I think a lot of stuff on Broadway isn't going ahead now. And all these actors, all these people work so hard. And now it's time to finally get to go do what they want to do. And sorry, holding the plug on that. But yeah, awesome. You're in Florida. Let us know how that's doing. Paranormal Witness Girl. Yeah, we're trying not to talk about that too much just because I don't want to get all ranty, but go figure. That is part of it. You'll be back and forth between New York City and Miami. That's awesome. Well, I hope that works out for you. I guess maybe you have family down there because the holidays and you're bouncing back and forth. The Rockettes are shut down for Christmas. Yeah. Lisa, I think a lot of people are going to take that approach. Nothing wrong with that. What was the rant? No, I just don't want to go off on our. Yeah. I think you know how I feel about the restrictions just by my reaction there. This thing is endemic. We have to live with it. We have a government that didn't plan on how we're going to live with it. They're too busy building highways no one asked for and we don't need, and all the analytics say is unnecessary, rather than thinking about the very likely future. Hey, that's the end of my rant right there, but let's just shit all over the little guy again and create a whirlpool of mental health problems. So, back to Toronto. That was fun. Buckabeer is more important to him. Yes, where is Buckabeer? We don't even, that's his legacy. That's the man's legacy. John says, let the rant begin. And we don't even have Buckabeer. I can't buy beer for $1. Like, that's the thing that you did that everyone remembers you for. And we can't even, it would be kind of cool if we could do that. Yeah, it would be like shitty Lakeport or Laker or one of those things, but I think that would be pretty cool, right? But nope, don't even have that. Good job. Man, the old Reddit. I only use the old Reddit. Do not use the new Reddit. It is terrible. Even when I'm on mobile, I use the old Reddit on my phone. Johnny, I did not know that that happened to Lisa Palmer. If that happened, that is absolutely terrible. So, Lisa, I hope you get your stuff back. And if anyone did any wrong to you, that Lisa Palmer, that Amends' neighbor took fit last night. Oh, that was an old one. Purse stolen, all ID lost, bank card, everything. Ooh, that is the worst of humanity right there. Taking someone else's stuff that doesn't belong to them. Well, it's not the worst, but pretty scum in my books. Well, if you're out there, Lisa, I hope you got your stuff back. You did do a stream saying all is okay. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, when I was a kid, we had our house broken into once, and you know, they took our Nintendo. They were clearly kids, like baseball cards, and like my parents and grandparents just went out and bought us new stuff to replace everything that was stolen almost the next day. So it was like not that traumatic of an experience, but it still makes you angry, even like 30 years later, to be sitting here knowing that someone like entered your home and took your shit and left. That's, if you just let that stew on you, like that's blood boiling. Like, yeah. So, Lisa, I don't want to say I know how you feel because nobody ever knows how you feel. That's not a saying I like hearing other people say just because they don't know your situation and what you've been through. But I know how it feels to have your shit taken and to feel a little violated in that sense. So I hope you got it back. And oh, you did say you're thankful to get it back. That's good. Yeah, middle fingers to whoever did that. But glad. And that's something I think almost everybody has had stuff stolen at some point. I was once in the Green Bean, and this girl just got up screaming because some man ran out with her backpack. And I looked at the window and he was like gone, and like some other guy like ran up before me and sprinted to the door. I ran out after him, and the guy was just like gone like a bat out of hell. And it was an international student who was here studying. In that backpack, her passport, her laptop, and her textbooks. Day, week, month, possibly year Canadian experience destroyed because some piece of crap of a human being like took her bag while it was on the ground and ran out, and this girl was just like crying uncontrollably. Like, these are things that like that just stuck with me. Like, I couldn't sleep that night just thinking what this poor person was going through, and there's nothing I could have done about it, but it never should have happened. So yeah, that really, really sorry to hear that, Lisa, but I'm glad you got it back. But yeah, it's just a shitty part of having shitty people in society, right? And when you're in a big city, just a numbers game that's more likely to happen around you. Not because it's inherently less safe, but just statistically, more people. It's a higher concentration of people, right? What I wanted to do once, I had my wallet pickpocketed when I was in Thailand once. I am an idiot. I was walking around at like 1 a.m. by myself, completely shit-faced. My friends had already gone back to the hotel. I was staying at another hotel going a different way, and someone who looked like, a lady of the night ran up and bear hugged me and then disappeared. And little did I know that they grabbed my wallet. So I've had something, but that was more of like a, you idiot, you could have prevented that. But what I wish I did, my takeaway from that was I wish I had a wallet that had like a mousetrap device with like a blade that would like chop anyone's finger off if they tried to open it. Of course, what if you dropped it and it fell out and an innocent person picked it up and opened it and that happened? You'd probably get charged with a criminal act. So, but I just kind of get these fantasies of like doing that kind of thing to criminals. It's just like a weird thing deep inside me that you kind of wish that you get your revenge and then some on them. So that was that. Shadow Ship says good evening, Johnny Stumbles. Good evening. Lisa, that is a good deed. Tom Pike says that's dark. A wallet that cuts a finger off. One that explodes remotely when you trigger. Well, there was that. Who was that YouTuber who did the package? The glitter bomb. Yeah, I think these are actually, because this is like a super common phenomenon now. Whenever you live anywhere where Amazon, Canada Post, what have you, just throws packages on your porch or front door and walks away. We've got all these package thieves. So what these people do is they rig packages with cameras and they set them to explode when they're opened. So they deliberately kind of use them as bait. Now, if I play this video, I might get copyrighted. This guy basically built his own exploding bomb package that explodes with glitter when people open it. So I'm guessing you can see the people, the thieves here. I don't know. You really got to go to this channel and watch these videos. Mark Rober. I'm not going to play someone else's videos on my channel, but I think it's clever. I've heard that they're kind of set up and they're not necessarily genuine, but either way, I think that's awesome. Sanjay in Kingston, $1.49. Sanjay in Kingston, thank you very much for the super chat. I wonder, do I have my alerts on? We'll find out very soon if... Oh, I don't... Oh, there's no message in there. That's why it didn't read. Sorry. Five people commented on my Insta post. Thank you for doing that. So yeah, I think this is an awesome concept. I kind of like the idea of instant karma. I'm not promoting being a vigilante or doing the job of the police, but just stupid shit like this, why not? It's fun. People get what they deserve. Review says each bad guy filmed equals one less camera, so it doesn't make sense. This guy gets 17 million views. Bill Chow says, just tuned in. Your new merch looks pretty good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Colton says, do you follow Tokyo Explorer? Follow Virtual Japan. I do know that channel, but I'm not subscribed. I'm trying to only subscribe to channels that I actually watch. So unfortunately, no, but I do. Tokyo Explorer. This stuff isn't in HDR, right? We can find out. Live Tokyo. I'm always curious. They're doing mostly live stuff lately. Did they say? I always check out like what equipment they use and how they do it. Shot with the Galaxy S21 Ultra. 4K videos with the DJI Pocket 2. 4K HDR videos with the iPhone 12 Max.
I think we might.
Do you guys want to see 4K HDR videos? HDR is something that not everyone... Good night, Pete. HDR is something that not most people aren't going to be able to view unless they're on a smart TV that actually has proper HDR, and most of them don't. Or on an iPhone, which is kind of too small to really appreciate it, but it looks so good when it's done. It also doesn't look that good when it's filmed on a smartphone versus a camera, but I am switching over. HDR is that thing that makes your screen super bright. It makes it super contrasty. So like the highlights are really, they contrast with the dark scenes because you have super deep blacks and super bright highlights. So it creates like a visual popping effect that it's hard to describe, but it looks really phenomenal. I think it looks better on OLED TVs just because they have the super deep black to appreciate it. But some of these YouTube channels now are doing HDR stuff. Some of the YouTube walking channels are, and some of it looks great. The ones that use a smartphone to do it, it looks okay. But the ones that are using like proper HDR setups, it's really kind of mind-blowing. But my point with that is I'm switching over to software that I can edit HDR with. So since I now have the ability to do HDR, and my iPhone can do HDR, I'm kind of thinking of toying around with it. But if it's only going to be like 5 or 10% of the viewers are going to appreciate it, it's not really worth the effort. But we'll see if people are curious. 66% say yes, 34% say no. Reminds me of a sales pitch at Future. But does anyone have any other channels? Since we're just hobnobbing around YouTube, we can take a look. I didn't really have anything planned for this. I was thinking maybe we would play some Cityguesser. Maybe we would play some or do some comments. I think I put those in the title, but I mean, we're in YouTube. Let's see what's in YouTube. You're interested in 4K videos. Yeah, 4K I think is pretty standard stuff now, although a really high quality 1080p picture looks almost as good. People still need to catch up on tech. Most people run in 1080p. Susan says comments and Cityguesser. COVID Hippo says do some comments. Okay, I did nothing all day. I prefer comedy videos instead of HDR ones. You could have comedy videos done in HDR, right? All right, let's whip through some comments, I guess. Make them nice and big. And refresh. We have 173 viewers. Holy cow. Thank you all 173 of you. Sorry, I'm probably going to have to get myself a coffee after this Diet Pepsi and whiskey. Alex Gets Round Teo says, this is the best part of a stream like this. At what point does tech exceed human capacity to appreciate the difference? That's a good question. Almost a rhetorical question. Johnny, you are a celebrity like Toronto Raptors. Please go one day to Scotiabank Arena. It will be funny. All right. Banksy laughs of us in this picture. There has two men and one. Yeah, I showed a picture of Banksy. You can see the video, the comments for. This guy put a period. What am I supposed to do to a period? Toronto City Hall really disappoints with the Christmas decorations on the city streets. Toronto is supposed to be a world-class city. Well, it is. And what do you find? No decorations in the main square of the city, Dundas Square. Yeah, I've made that point. But Dundas Square's Christmas decorations, super tacky. Like, really tacky. But, yeah, it would be cool if they were there. This Yonge Street has no decorations, and it feels like the mayor and City Hall just gave up. You know what? I do feel that Toronto is disappointing in the Christmas department this year. But I'm just not going to address that comment. It's super negative. Sometimes I feel like going there. Sometimes I don't. Lady Moonlight fan. Hey, Johnny, this far I've been loving the snow mainly because it's very easy to shovel. That's a good point. I was hoping you were going to walk down our street again after you came away from Riverdale Farm. You had the Christmas lights on too. It was too pretty not to with the snow. Last year you featured our close by neighbor and the most popular house in Cabbagetown for its Halloween and Christmas decorations. You did show our house, which was also decked out, so hoping you do another walkabout this Christmas. Sure which one is yours, but I'll see if I can record it. Smiley face. Lisa says they're basically non-existent. How many feet of snow did Canada get? Feet? I don't think we ever get snow in feet. Really, rarely. Most days, like, your running shoes are going to be fine. Jacqueline Wilson, $9.99. Thank you for the super chat. Jacqueline Wilson. Thank you very much. Tom Tim Tongue says City Hall decoration isn't that bad. No, it's not. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, I get smart again. Hold on. My kidney just snapped. What? Sometimes you feel like people are they just got into the mushrooms and then they leave some comments, right? Oh, that's kind of what it feels like for this one. All right. Thanks for the snowy walk. Thank you, Mike Landry. Good luck with it, Johnny. Thank you. I can assume this is a positive one here. Thank you, Mark, for the comment. I don't know. Marie Palmer, who's here, says, great snowy walk. Love it when everything is covered. You certainly had more than we did. Great video. Enjoyed this. Still think you should toboggan down the hill. Marie, that looked really fun. I wish I was doing that. Headless Chicken, who is a mod, who I did not give the modding wrench to, but they have the modding wrench. Use it wisely. But they haven't abused it. I was working my last day for the week when we got the snow. Still a little messy out there. Thank you. As a child way back, I remember Kensington Market, or Kensington as a market. It is not today, where open stalls selling groceries, live chickens, rabbits, seafoods, meats, and all kinds of... That's when it was a real market. Yeah, but that's just the name, I guess. I've never understood the attraction to Toronto. Cost of living is crazy, along with too much traffic. You're missing an O, my friend. There is also no forests, just concretes and towers. Are you drunk? Are you drunk? Maybe. Look at this massive ravine system. Look at all the green we have. Ravines cutting through. What do you mean there's no forests? Toronto is a very, very green city, especially when you look at it from above. When you compare this to most other cities its size, Toronto is very, very green. What a dumb comment. I'm just going to ignore it. There is no any girl in Toronto. Whoa, okay. It is. No, that isn't. This is pushing my I kind of want to delete it button here. Yeah, let's remove it. Hey, Johnny, some of us need to wait till 7 p.m. to turn on the Christmas lights and take advantage of the lower hydro rates. Screw JK Ontario Hydro. Thank you, Michelle. I hope you found your way to part 2 of the video. Hear from someone from Brazil. Rooster is my favorite Toronto coffee place. There isn't any forest downtown. Well, where, in what downtown? Is it a downtown if it has a forest? Show me any downtown that has a forest. Good afternoon. Waking up to a great snow video. Thank you, Jacqueline Wilson, and thank you for the $9.99 earlier. Wow, Mr. JS, this is so pretty. Methinks our T-Dot is going to have a beautiful white Christmas. I hope you enjoyed this walk. You missed your T-Dot so much. You are in Seattle now. It's really cool and fun. Think Fraser, but it's not my terrific Toronto. Seattle is still a pretty fantastic city. I'm learning as I type. I'm using a new gimbal for my webcam, and it's kind of shaking. Downtown Busan, South Korea. Yeah, I mean, not really a forest. I can't wait to be there. Kohana says, great snowy day. Thanks for the walk, Johnny. Thank you for the comment, Kohana. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. I think I'm supposed to sing that comment. Nadine loves it. Thank you for another nice comment, Michelle. Keep Ram Johnny. I think you meant warm. Bevy, YHZ, says, great snow walk. I missed the premiere. What premiere? There was no premiere. But watching as I get ready to head out to record a snow walk this morning, we got your snow this morning. Did we truck it in over to you? The Real Man says, cool snowfall walk. This is the first time you haven't premiered a video in a month. How do I do this? There you go. There's my comment. I learned how to do the old emotes on Windows. Reading some of your comments now. Guess what? Our city is the best in the world. Toronto versus everyone. There's no such thing as best city in the world, but if there was a bracket, we'd go pretty far. I think we'd go pretty far. Thank you, Harjot. Residential or public? My grandmother, who lived from 1919 to 2005, her entire life in Pittsburgh, said washroom. However, anyone else I would know would say bathroom for a residence and bathroom for a restroom. Yeah, I talked about how in Canada we say washroom for like public facilities, and we tend to say bathroom when it's in someone's residence. Yeah, and I have heard some Americans say it, but it's really rare. There was a movie, a Sacha Baron Cohen movie, The Dictator, where they said washroom in that movie. There was a scene set in New York City, and they called it the ladies' washroom in his accent, which I can't do. Yeah, some Americans say washroom, I guess. Vivian Johnson, a great snowy walk, so peaceful and quiet when it's snowing. Everything looks ready for Christmas. For now, thanks, Johnny, going out in all weather to show us your city. Stay safe and warm. I do go out in all weather. A Medic's Mind is here. New book. I saw it recently launched. Waiting for my signed copy, but just kidding. You don't have to send it, but thank you, A Medic's Mind. Your book was, I think it was the only book I read all year from front to back. So maybe we'll do it again. Was that last year? Like, was this year such a blur? I don't even remember what year I read your book. Either way, but I look forward to it. Clayton is having trouble. I don't know. Clayton, I read this. I don't know why your comments were being... Like, I'm not removing your comments. And you have actually been put in a part where your comments, no matter what you put, will still make it through. So you will slip through all the filters. Susan says, Johnny, can I have your Korean books? Yes, my Korean books that are hiding behind the green screen, but they're back there. You can have them. Wonderful Snow Walk. Great Toronto videos. You should try recording audio and stereo for greater immersive experience. Yeah, but that doesn't work when you narrate. But I should try doing that. That's the thing where you wear the earphones that you wear. Each one has a speaker and it records from either side. Medic's Mind says, is that a Shure mic? Can it reach? There you go. You can read the... It is a brand new... I wanted to switch to a dynamic mic from a condenser mic. So we're rocking a Shure now. And that's why it's like right here when the old mic was just floating above me. Sounded pretty good, but kind of echoey. I wanted something without the echo. Dylan Reynolds. Hi, Johnny. COVID clays. Yes, but that's... Is it an SM7? It's a MV7. The SM7B is like the best microphone. Like everybody uses it. Michael Jackson recorded on it. But I would need to buy an interface, an XLR interface, and then I would need to buy what you call a cloud lifter to basically amplify it, because that's a really quiet mic, even though everyone and their uncle uses it, from like Joe Rogan to everybody, right? Like it's the mic. This mic is a cousin of that mic. This is a USB cousin, but it does have the XLR port on it. And this windscreen is actually for the SMB7, because the windscreen that comes with this is horseshit. So I bought the proper windscreen to fix the plosives. I'm sure as a voice actor, you're very aware of that. You use the Shure SM7B. You love Shure. I think it's... Yeah, I went down that rabbit hole. I wanted that mic. I just didn't want to spend $1,000 for all the kit to go with it. So I got the next best thing from what I could find. My new desk. I definitely need a new mic arm because it's barely reaching. Like this thing is stretching as far as it can go. All right, Dylan, I'm not going to like that comment. We do this all the time. No big deal. You do what all the time? Allen Gardens is closed. Why? I watched the entire video. Looking forward to the plants within. Good question. Why was it closed? It shouldn't have been closed. I remember seeing this walk earlier, but in the summer season this year. Nice to see the same area in Stone. Yeah, I think I did cut through Riverdale Park in the summer. Thanks for this interesting walk. Thank you. It makes us Brits wonder why you call it a bathroom when there's no bath in it. Toilet is the appropriate name. I only call bathrooms that do have a bath or shower, unless it's like a one piece. Yeah, that's a good point. Falcom, reading your comment. London, where I live, I would always bring my brawly. There's a word. We say washroom. You guys say brawly. Thanks for another walk and see you in the next one. Thank you, Falcom Scott. Deborah H says, congrats, Johnny, on launching the merch. Thank you. Albin gives a thumbs up. JD says, so that mic plugs in USB. Used to sell. You know what? It plugs into USB, and then it's still, because it's based on the SMB7, it's still very quiet. So I turn the mic gain all the way up, and I use a flat EQ. So it does have an XLR port, but if I use XLR, I lose all the software here. So there's a look at the mic software. So it's USB and XLR. It's both. Vivian Johnson says, Johnny Brawley is umbrella. It's a cute word, isn't it? Brits do call them WC, wash closets. Air fryers are great, says TM. See Toronto walk and drone. See Toronto walk and drone. That sounds like you do walking videos. Bloor Street West, Part 1, Toronto Fall. Here we have a new channel. This will be neat. I'll have to check this out. 8 minutes. Bloor Street West Part 2. We're not anywhere near Bloor Street West, are we? Lisa says, question, how do you know all this? I go down rabbit holes. Oh, so you're...
45-minute video.
Look!
So, enjoy the video. Press like, press subscribe.
Look how smooth this is. See, when I do... Sorry, I actually like that little bit of a hop in my videos. I think it kind of simulates walking. Like, it's kind of more what the brain expects to see. This almost looks like a camera was strapped onto, like, a shopping cart, and he's pushing it, right? Like, it's like you're on rails, which is really cool. It's just a different way to do a walking video, but I kind of like it with that little bit of a bob from the 3-axis gimbal. This looks like a 4-axis gimbal. Or he's using a 3-axis gimbal plus hypersmooth, and that is getting rid of the bob all around. Sam Greenwood. That would be USD. Canadian, it was with tax and everything, like 340 or something. Okay, back to comments. But see Toronto walk and drone. Thank you. And good luck with the channel. You guys say pop, example, Coke? No, we don't say pop. That's a southern thing. You know, what kind of Coke do you want is what someone once asked me in Florida. And I was like, what kind of Coke? Like vanilla Coke, cherry Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero? Oh, you mean like Sprite, Dr. Pepper. That's not Coke. Why do you call that Coke? It's just one of those things that, I guess, Pepsi Coke? Would you say, what if you were down south and you wanted a Pepsi? Do you say Pepsi Coke? What do you say? How do you order that? RC? Did you know that RC Cola came before Coke and before Pepsi? And it was invented in, I think, Atlanta, like 1 year before Coke. So props to the OG for sticking around, and it tastes pretty good. Oh, you might be thinking of the MV7 XLR edition. Yeah, this microphone without the USB is $100 cheaper. I watched most of this, more flashbacks to my times in the 70s. Oh my god, it's Franz. Awesome. Now that snowed in the GTA today, is it possible if you can record the same walking path with the snowy look? I am not going to do that. Did you guys know? You can go to popversoda.com. Here's something random, and you can see where in the United States. This is all pop country. This is where they just call it Coke. What? And blue is where they call it soda. So up in like Seattle, they call it pop. Down in Cali, they call it soda. New York is mixed, right? You got, maybe that's because New York's just a big jumble of people from all over the place together, but New York, they can't make up their mind. Is it pop or soda? But north of the border in glorious Canada, we are mostly pop. I'd be curious, this area here, like in Quebec and stuff, because it looks like Maine is deep, deep soda country. What do they call it up here? Because, yeah, you almost never hear it referred to as soda here, although I kind of like it. The Pop vs. Soda page is a web-based project to plot the regional variations in the use of the terms pop and soda to describe carbonated soft drinks. You can help by filling in the survey. Your name. Oop, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. Or we'll just forget I did that. I'm on my my logged in browser. I was going to put in something silly here. Nobody says soft drinks in US. Hojat Gasemi says, now that it has snowed in the GTA today. Oh yeah, I already read that. I'll like your comment, but I'm not going to do the same thing again. Congratulations, Johnny. You looking great in your haircut. Boy. Exclamation, exclamation. Estelle says, I'm happy I started a reasonable conversation. Were you the one who started that conversation while we went down that rabbit hole? Well done, gentlemen. This was my Saturday Night Live. Great working walkers. This aged well. Don't know what that means. Usually that video gets different comments. Cool. Merry Christmas from Transit Town. We're only at 22 hours, man. Thank you for saying the designs look great. This is what happens when your channel gets too big. You have so many comments. These prices seem a bit steep. $11 for a sticker, $34 for a tote bag. As I explained in my announcement video, I just went with the same pricing that 90% of other YouTubers do. I think Ken's stuff is priced the same as mine. Like, sorry, I'm not an expert. If you think it's too much, don't buy it. Right? That's all there is to that. I didn't want to deviate from the norm for something that I don't know anything about. Like, what do I know about selling merch? Great walk with Ken, one of your best guests yet. You guys click and it was super relaxing to watch. Hopefully you will collaborate more. Did you guys like the collab live stream? Because when we collab on a regular video, we can just pay full attention to each other in the city. But when we do it together on a live stream, it's kind of like I've got the chat and Ken can kind of see the chat sometimes. And there's a lot of ignoring the chat sometimes. Like, I look at the chat and it just goes, and because I'm talking to Ken about something completely else, I can't tune in. And I like to keep my finger on the pulse in terms of what you guys are talking about. So at least you guys liked it. And the other thing is, really need a new word. Yeah, collab. The other thing is, it's not like I'm going to be doing that very often, right? So I guess it's a stupid question because once in a while it's going to be fine. Patrick says, thank you so much, Johnny. The merch looks awesome. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the creator of the merchandise. So I will be sending them my appreciation very soon. I think I have an email from him. So thank you, Patrick. Him and I forget his partner's name. I don't know her name, but he did say that they're both big fans of the channel and they watch quite a bit, and they wanted to design some logos as a way to say thanks. Partnering is good. Joint walk works. What about partnered collab joint walk? Is that just too much of a word salad? But yeah, Patrick, I mean, I'm going to have to put you on payroll and get some more designs because I think he hit it out of the park. Maybe some color variations of the existing ones. I don't know. But yeah, there's the person behind it all. Marg H says, Johnny, you get along with Ken. You both know the city so well and you complement each other. Thank you. I think that is true. All right. I'm going to go get another drink. But speaking of Ken, while I go do that, let me just play a quick video in the background while I pop off my drink. Thanks to all 173 of you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Let me just ads.
Generations of trauma.
These damn YouTubers. Why do they? You know what? Even if I turned off the ads, YouTube will still play the ads. If you're not a monetized channel, they will still put ads on your channel. So there's no benefit to me disabling the ads because you're still going to get ads. That's just the story behind that.
What's the time right now, Ken?
The time?
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Turn that volume up and I'll be back in a minute.
In the evening.
And would you happen to know the temperature?
It is 13 degrees Celsius.
And can you hold my camera for a second? I realize I am still donning my mask. Face reveal.
Face reveal. I already took mine off.
All right, so I just recorded
a collaboration walk with Ken. A couple of them, actually. One from Dundas Square over to the West Queen West neighborhood. And then that one will be on my channel. And then we did one from Bathurst and Queen that headed east along Richmond Street to Yonge. And then we went south down the front and over to Union Station here.
Yeah.
So I thought I would fire up a third video since I've still got some battery left and we've got some nice rain and a pretty cool sky. And we're gonna walk north up Bay Street here. And then we're gonna go say goodbye to Ken when he gets to his favorite store.
That's right. I'm going to go to Popeye Supplements. Gotta get some protein powder.
Spinach?
Spinach, yeah. I'll get some. Just because you said that.
I'm more of a kale kind of guy. And then from there, I'm just gonna walk over to the Eaton Center where I gotta pick up an iPhone I dropped off earlier today. So fun times on whatever channel I end up uploading this to. I don't know if it'll be on the Strides channel. Maybe I'll put it on the Stumbles. Maybe I'll upload it as a members video just to say thanks to all the channel and Patreon members out there. Who really knows?
It's rush hour in the financial district.
All right. One thing, here, let me pause that. About this new setup that I have to fix is I no longer have a place to put up my feet. I've been sitting cross-legged this whole time when normally I have my feet up. And I was just like, my knees hurt. Oh, a light on in here. Has that been on the whole time? I can't remember. Did I have that light on the whole time? Does it look worse now? Does it look better? I can't tell. Normally, I would have turned that off before my stream. Oh well. Now. Someone finally got a paid Spotify account. Congratulations, Chris. I have Amazon Music. I think I have one of their, but I don't use it. Where are we? Susan says we can't tell because of the green screen. No, but the lighting definitely changed. You noticed the light above my head, but you just assumed I had a good idea. Any Mississauga beach memories? I don't know. I'm gonna play with the lighting a bit. Definitely, it looks shinier now, doesn't it? I think it's because I turned that light off. Johnny, does it help you if we watch the whole ad? My question, or my answer to that is if you don't want to watch the ad, don't watch the ad. Just hit skip. I don't want... You would be shocked at how little ad money pays and how little a creator makes from you watching the ads. So don't watch them for the sake of the creator. I mean, it sounds really good, but it's really, if you don't want to watch it, hit skip. That's all I can say. Don't. Yeah, I mean, ad money it's not that much. And if you look at it from a per view basis, it's really not that much. So do what you want, man. That's my advice for you. Ramanth says, I love this video. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm going to go through these a little faster. Matt says, I think Matt's from Scotland. Estelle says, I have premium. Does it pay you for the ads? Yes. You do. When you check your analytics in YouTube, there is a section that allocates revenue for people who have premium who watched your channel. So don't worry about that. Novel costs. Yeah, I mean, John says, we spent the last video discussing the sound. Let's move on to the lighting. The lighting looks okay. I can't tell if I just I know something's wrong with the lighting if the green screen doesn't function. But yeah, I'm not going to tell people to watch ads so I can make a fraction of a penny. Like, it's it's just the way it is. I definitely appreciate your support and I appreciate you watching, but just do what you want to do in that sense. Franklin Mars has very, very entertaining comments. Lisa says it's free for being an annual music subscriber. There we go. And I think if you subscribe, you can get the audio from your phone with the screen off, at least on Android, right? Which is something I think YouTube should have offered a long time ago, especially if it's like a video podcast and you just want the audio. Like just play it on YouTube and listen to the audio without your screen being on, burning your battery. Like, just makes sense. So I think there's a lot of benefits to being a premium user. That is such a great background. Thank you, Sweet Toother. Good evening, Johnny. I missed the stream. Been busy. Quests are here for the holidays, Johnny and everyone. Congratulations on the merchandise. You will be ordering. Thank you, Jacqueline Wilson. Thank you, Christine. You have to turn your volume up almost to full blast to hear you well. Just in this video, usually there's no issue. I'm not sure if it's... I probably didn't have my mic set up that well on that one. Okay, these are not in English. Congrats, Johnny, and your merch. I'm just going to hope that there's nothing super bad there. Thank you, Benjamin. Johnny Rodriguez. Johnny Rodriguez has been commenting on my videos since the beginning of time. Longtime supporter. Thank you, Johnny Rodriguez. Looking out for versions of classic logo on clothing. Yeah, I'll eventually release some clothing with that on it. You also got this preview feature perk that you can check out the stats of your video on the most popular parts. That's neat. It also says, well, worth it if you still watch the video and do something else as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Probably was. Thanks for sharing. Lisa says, geez, merch launched, getting pretty famous, gonna have to work harder to keep you humble, I guess. Old Classic is my favorite. What is the Old Classic? What is the Old Classic? This one? Classic YouTube logo? The thing I made myself and have no idea what I'm doing? I guess since you're here, you could clarify. Patrick is here. Patrick, we were just talking about you. The superstar who designed 2 of the logos I'm using in my merch. Hello, Patrick. Thanks for joining the Stumbles Sunday night stream. Stagger Swagger, congrats on the merch. And if it weren't for Patrick, I would have been in Fiverrland and on various services hunting and throwing money at random designs, hoping that something hit. So thank you very much, Patrick. Yogi says, thanks for a great collab live stream. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Fans Buses Gaming says, you should make a video touring your new setup when it's complete. Will do on Stumbles. I gave a preview of that on this stream here. All right, we might have to put an end to this comment. One little tidbit, read Dundas Square Shoppers Drug Mart. Second floor has a little museum dedicated to the rock and roll scene that was dominant on Yonge Street in the 60s. It's a bit oddball to see it, but really fascinating, especially if waiting for a prescription. I'll have to check it out. Thank you. Rolling with Ian says, good job on launching the merch line. Well, 90% of the thank you should go to Patrick. Toronto appears mostly to be modern. I have had other people send me merch designs too, but that was so long ago. Maybe I should revisit those and ask for permission as well or work out a deal, but I don't want to bombard people with like too much stuff right at the start. In and Out in Toronto, while California, where we live, is coming to Canada. By the way, the ramen place next to Gayu Gayua is excellent. I have not been there. Thank you, Jacqueline. Okay. That comment. You know what we should do? Let's have a little vote off. Have that. We have that. Am I cutting off the one on the left? There we go. You guys are going to vote. Justin Haas says both logos are cringe. I think a lot of your comments are pretty cringe, to be honest. Roll half. What? Let's let everyone vote here. So far, the one on the right is up to 67%. I changed the colors on this a little bit. I made this text white so it could show up on the dark. So sorry, Patrick, for changing your designs. And the original one, the CN Tower, was the same color as everything else. So we thought it might pop a little more if we changed the color of it. The logo on the right looks like the Golden State Warriors logo, kind of. Yeah, kind of. You voted the right, but wish it included. That does look kind of like my Fixie e-bike, actually. Hey, there'll be more, but I don't know. These are so much better than anything I could do or what I could have hoped to do. Left looks like Cairo. So it looks like the one on the right was the original one that Patrick sent. And then this was a follow-up. All right, I'm going to take these off now. But thanks for voting, guys. 66 votes already. Holy shit. Got a happening stream tonight. On the one day where I didn't do anything. Kel Gray says, I like the one on the left more. They're both awesome. You know what? The one on the right has about a 60-40 edge sales-wise. And seeing 65-34 in the poll kind of validates that, I guess. That's a fairly accurate figure. Thank you, Cornish Coves. Did you have to do a ninja walk to film this video? I'd like to be sure before buying that with the normal walk, it will be enough stabilization. A 3-axis big gimbal for smartphones can be more stabilized. No ninja walking, but I do have a smoother walk than most, I would think. He's referring to the fact that sometimes when you watch people with the same camera, their video, they have a lot more bounce in their step. I kind of have this weird way of smoothly lurching with it, I guess. So that's what he was asking. He was just asking if I walked. That's just the way I walk, so it's kind of a benefit. Vivian prefers the left. You're admiring your much-loved city. I think the one on the left is supposed to be Riverdale Park, if I'm not mistaken. The one on the left resembles a view from Riverdale, but less sharp. Tell me the truth. Is it time that you take a break from your channel? How's that for a response? I don't even know what vectorize your original logo means, Independent Mind, but if you think that would look neat, shoot me an email and And yeah, I'm super behind. Clayton, if you're out there, I haven't got to your email yet. I'm super behind. Oh, I got to update these socials. And white on white is not working very well, is it? Homer made a long comment in the chat earlier. Good video. He says good video, and then he says, tell me that. Well, I mean, this isn't necessarily a negative comment. It's like a lot of YouTubers kind of burn out and take breaks off. I think this camera is much better to go unnoticed. If you compare it with the smartphone on a gimbal, it is quite huge. Yes. It is a tough decision. Thank you, Falcom, for the comment. Love this video. It brought back so many memories. Financial District is spectacular, especially during Christmas time. I kind of agree. Two suggestions, if I may. Inside Brookfield Place, go towards the Hockey Hall of Fame. There is usually a stunning, massive chandelier. I know exactly what you're talking about. Not to be missed. I don't know if it's not to be missed. It's pretty nice. And check out the Ernst and Young buildings as well on Adelaide Street. Gorgeous decorations. They do have gorgeous decorations. Good suggestions. Good suggestions. We can agree to disagree on the amazingness of that chandelier. Hey, Johnny, the outdoor ice rink is a good highlight at 606. I used to meditate there listening to the sounds of the puck being passed between people playing there. Whoa, look at this message. I don't know if I can read this whole thing. I'm going to read it quickly. I tend to read like twice as fast. It's talking about the quality. What is kind of when you read a long comment like this and there's question marks laced into it, it's kind of like you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Johnny. What is your thoughts on the new restriction? A wonderful bromance stream. I watched the two streams in the wrong order, though, as I watched Ken's stream first. Sorry to hear that the restrictions are coming back in Ontario. It's a bummer, eh? Oh, it's more than that. Hope you have a great Christmas regardless of the situation. I can't wait to see my family again, as I haven't seen them since last Christmas due to the pandemic, as they live in the regional area of Victoria. Well, Sandra, I hope you have a great holidays. Good job, JS. We have to be hypercritical of this comment, don't we? I think it's a little busy. Maybe could use a little less leaves on the side. Just kidding. Thank you. Oh, you love the 65,000. I should have put that on Insta. I went through the time to make that, and I didn't put that on Insta. Hey, Johnny, enjoyed the stream with the two famous walktubers. Keep up the good work. Stay safe. Take care and happy holidays. I have not seen Maroof in the comments tonight or the chat. Thank you, Maroof. Another funny comment by Clayton Crawford. I've already read a lot of these. I read my comments when I'm on the subway like a nerd. I just don't like or comment them always because your connection goes in and out. Dilly dally. You sound like my grandfather. Love it. Anyone got a track ID for the song that's playing at the skating rink? No, I don't, because I didn't pick up a copyright strike for it, or not a content ID match. Carl Roth says the audio is great. I thought my audio sounded a little distanced there because I had it like clipped a little bit further away from me. Anyone watching Curb tonight? I have to catch up on the whole new season. That's like one of my favorite shows in the whole universe. I had no idea that it came back. Kohana, Curb is Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's a show that kind of sporadic. It'll take like 2 or 3 years off and then it'll come back. Sadly, one of my favorite actors on that show has passed away. No more Dave, Super Dave, but awesome, awesome show. Larry David, by the way, the character of George on Seinfeld was based on Larry David. Jitendra says, nice work. Thanks, friends. Thank you. But it will be cold down on the shores of Lake Ontario, says Glenn. When has that ever stopped me from going anywhere? Congratulations on the 65,000 subscribers. I subscribed when you were at 4,000. Hope you're at 100,000 by this time next year. I don't think we're going to get there. I think you get the silver play button. You do, but I don't think we're going to hit 100K in a year. Not on that trajectory. Not that it matters. I've said it before, but number of subscribers does not mean anything. What you need to look at, I found a channel the other day that had 1.7 million subscribers, and they were making videos every single day, and yet their average number of views per day was a little more than what I get. So, you know, that's like what we call a vanity statistic. It's really all about a number of other factors, not number of subscribers. But hey, it's cool. It looks good, right? Lisa says views are where it's at. Views, retention, how long they view. Although when you have longer views, longer retention, it leads to more views because YouTube will put your content at the front of the line if they know people are watching it longer. That's kind of how you get the snowball rolling. And the other key one is demographic. If you're a monetized channel, you'd rather have one doctor watching your channel than 100 school kids, right? Well, no, well, kids have enormous sway with their parents, but you get the idea. Like, demographics are also very key. Sandra says, congratulations. Oh, I already read that. Thank you, Sandra. Estelle says, yes, you know what? Action Kid, when he got 100,000, he did a video where he walked around. Was it a live stream or a video where he walked around New York City with his plaque? Lisa says demographic. That's wild. Well, that's what the ads are based on, right? What country your viewers are in and what their ages are and what other information YouTube has gathered about them. Not all ads pay the same. Like if you're making videos and all your viewers are in, I don't want to offend anyone, but another part of the world where there isn't so much commerce as here, you're going to make a fraction of what someone with like a different viewer base would make, right? That's why that's important. No public rink in Vancouver this year. Oh my God. Yeah. Martin, Lisa has some words for you. Love Dundas Square. I kind of do too. ... Martin says, thanks. Love this very much. Johnny and Ken, thanks so much. Thank you, Bridget. We're only going to do comments for 5 more minutes. I'm kind of running out of gas here. Thank you again, Johnny, and your guests for your videos. Be safe. Great collaborations, Mr. Strides. Stay frosty. Wear mask, please. Yeah, I wear it when it's required. Okay. The weather looks incredible. Really, we're out in a cold night and there was no snow. That looks incredible. Weird definition. No disrespect, but I watched his videos. Okay. I'll cut that one off there. Great job. Clayton Crawford. Guys, if you want to read entertaining comments, read Clayton Crawford's. You loved it yesterday. Oh, you did. I saw on Insta. First Action Kid, now Ken. Who will be next? Ken was before Action Kid on this channel. And Action Kid was never on my channel. When I went to New York, that was, I only appeared on his channel. Susan says no Cityguesser. I think we'll do a little Cityguesser right after this. And then that'll be this stream. And then I gotta do tomorrow morning's video because Lazy Bones here didn't do it. But I'm also kind of clamoring to play a little Rocket League. I'll probably play some games right after the stream. Then I will upload the video. And I'm not going to download Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'll find a very legal way to watch it. Yeah. Malcolm says, I missed the stream because I was sleeping after long hours work at my job, but I plan to rewatch this tomorrow morning. Ooh. Thank you, Falcom. Thank you, folks, for another great video. Great live stream. Thumb up. Hey Ken, Rhonda. Hey Ken, maybe did you watch the Jake Paul fight? The worst fight I have ever seen in my life. Well, I mean, the Amanda Nunes fight was unbelievably terrible until she tapped out. Like it was literally the sloppiest MMA fight I've ever seen. But that was not a boxing fight. That was Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley clinching every 2 seconds. It was beyond bad. Saved by a tremendous knockout. Lisa says, hey, Ken. Herb is on Crave or other ways. Yeah, friends don't let friends get Crave. Remember when there was Show Me before? We had Crave and Show Me. Although if Curb is on Crave, I might have to see if I'm eligible for a free trial. I'm signed up to like Bell and Rogers everything under the sun. I'll like one of these. I like That's Place for Living with My Family. All right. Congratulations on 65,000. Thank you, Sanjay. And I believe Sanjay was in here. Vivian Johnson says, good night, everyone. Fun chat. Night, Johnny. I like the new layout. Thank you, Vivian Johnson. Sorry for those who missed the old kitchen backdrop. But we're going green screen lately. And I don't know when I'll stream next. Probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm thinking about heading down to the waterfront at some point. You have Crave. Happy to share. How many shares do you get? My Netflix is, I've got lots of Netflix spots to share. It's just a matter of finding people you trust to share with. But I have someone else's Disney on my TV, but they have my Apple TV. And I only have Apple because it's free. I think a lot of these streaming services end up getting shared at some point. Rhonda says, I accidentally typed it in the comments instead of the live chat. Sorry. Don't be sorry, Rhonda. Don't be sorry. You're sending a nice gesture. Thank you so much for walking down the Esplanade and then on Front Street in George. I can't travel back home yet, but this is as close as I'll get to hold me over until then. You're welcome. We always enjoy the walks through Cabbagetown. Thanks for this interesting video. I love your videos. They make me feel like living in Toronto. Toronto is my dream city. Hope I can move there when I'm older. Left 2 comments on the same video. Manny Pacquiao is a greatest fighters than the Tupac. Manny Pacquiao, top 5 boxer of all time. I mean, I would actually put him ahead of Floyd Mayweather, even though Floyd is undefeated. The one time they fought shouldn't count. Like Manny's shoulder was jacked. But I'm going to say Pacquiao. I mean, the heavyweights are just too good. You can't put Pacquiao ahead of all the classic heavyweights, but yeah, he's definitely ahead of Floyd, in my opinion. Bevy says, I'm off to bed. I'm super tired today. Thanks for the great stream, even though I was quiet. Well, Bevy, have a good night. Susan says, good night at the Real Man. Is the Real Man checking out? Sorry, my eyes only dart over here. Tonight is going to be an early night for me. You're kind of tired. How many Apple TV shares you have? Saving Ted Lasso for the winter. I can look into that. I think I've got 2 other people with it. If you want to trade Crave for Apple TV, I mean, probably doable. Apple TV is not good. It's just not good. I wanted to watch something through Apple TV last night. I have it on my Fire Cube, and it was like, you can only get this add-on through an Apple device. I'm like, what? Have your app. I'm your subscriber. Why can I need an iPad or an iPhone or like a Mac just to get this add-on on your... No, Amazon doesn't do that. Amazon's not like, yo, if you're not using an Amazon device, you can't get this extra channel on Prime. Why you gotta be like that, Apple? Oh yeah, because you're Apple. Nobody likes you. Okay, now you're just showing off. What is this HYGGE word? What is this? What is that word? Do I not... Am I like out of the loop on something? A quality of coziness and comfortable, conveniently What? I don't even know that word. You can't use a word I don't know to describe another word. Now we got to look up conviviality, the quality of being friendly and lively, friendliness. That engenders, who wrote this definition? Engenders, what? A feeling. My IQ was like 123 when I did an IQ test in university for somebody else's, for like a PhD psych student. Have I just been hit in the head and lost all my IQ points? What's going on here? A quality of coziness and comfortable conviviality that engenders a feeling of contentment or well-being. I know some of those words. Regarded as a defining characteristic of Danish culture. Okay. So you now know I am not a linguist or an English. I was an English teacher, actually, but not this kind of English. How do I pronounce that?
Huga. Huga.
Huga. Lisa says I wrote it. Huga.
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 Ooga, 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 chugga. Ooga, chugga. I got a feeling. Is that not the same
Ooga.
thing? Independent Mind says they're now just making up words. All right, Kohana, have a good night. You know what? That's enough of doing comments. Let's just play a little bit of this. We'll play just a little tiny bit of this, and then I think we'll call it a stream. Going on 2 hours. Novelka said I started singing the same song. Well, it kind of makes sense, right? Dancing Baby, Ally McBeal, yes. We did the world one last time. Nighttime. Fast food. Fast food is everywhere. Can you figure out where it is? We did major cities. What do you want to play? I'll put up a poll, and that'll be what we're going to play. Which one? We did beautiful views, right? Let's do busy places. Snowy landscapes. Fast food. Nighttime. Instead of fast food, let's do monuments. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. And that is what we will play. Busy places, snowy landscapes, monuments, or nighttime. And I'll be back in a minute. Then we'll play a little Cityguesser here on the Sunday Night Strides as I do my best radio DJ impression. And you quickly realize this is why I'm not a radio DJ. Oh no, you could see some dodgy screen effect. I just turned the main light on. I wonder how that affects the lighting here. So it looks like 32% of you voted for busy places. I think that kind of softened things up when I turned the main light on. It also... So I'm an idiot. When I set up my lighting tonight, I had the main light on in the room as well. That's why when I turned it off, the green screen was acting all funky. Every little thing you do to your lighting, you have to readjust the chroma key. But I think this might look better with like all the lights. Me like bouncing away here. Okay, down and down we go. Busy places. Just beat out monuments. Where is busy place? Locations from the most crowded streets in the world. Oh, the quality is too bad. There we go. Where are we? Please tell me that, okay, the quality is getting better. It was terrible before. I think this YouTuber who filmed this... Whoa, are you just walking right into people? I'm more interested in... Lisa says, are they all the same warmth? No, the one on my face is a little different, but the fill lights are matched, but the ceiling light is different. But I think together somehow this kind of works. Rolling with Ian says Paris. Are we in Paris? Justin says Europe. I think Europe for sure. Sextienda? That looks like a Spanish word to me. Cooler or warmer? The one on my face is a little warmer, actually. Where are we? I think Spain. I think we're in Spain. Barcelona, says Firestar Eyes. And we have Madrid. Let's go find a place in Spain. Where is Spain, you dummy? I know it's around here. I'm going to go Madrid. Woo! We got it. What are we doing? Just following people's butts? What kind of camera work is this? If I ever catch myself doing that, I quickly whip the camera around to like... Because obviously it's not intentional. Mieterheim. Forum. What kind of camera work is this? Forum. Someone could just search for that, by the way, and we'd find our answer right away. Forum Confluentes? Sweden, says Justin Ha. H&M. That could be anywhere. This is atrocious camera work. If you... Like, what? This has to be cropped. Nobody is this bad with a camera. Mike T says France. Stockholm, says Susan. Paranormal Witness Girl says Norway. Justin says Germany. Germany. Does this look like German? Daniel says... This would be the most annoying YouTube walking video I have ever seen. The camera work is just friggin' terrible. And it's literally just cars honking. Like, so are we going with Germany? Deutsches. Yes, I'm going with Germany here. Where? Belgium, just to be different. You also could have done Austria, right? Nuremberg. These are all cities I remember from watching World War II documentaries. We're going to go Berlin. Oh no! The answer is Koblenz. Koblenz. If 100% of our viewers were German, nobody would have guessed Koblenz. All right, this has like a Italy vibe to it already, doesn't it? This has got an Italy vibe to it. Possibly Portugal? Turkey, Istanbul, Turkey. Oh, I am way off. Independent Mind was gonna say it. All right, people are saying Istanbul. No, it is. Come on. Kayseri. It was not Istanbul. How are we supposed to know this? Dinosaur. How are we supposed to know this? Has anyone seen this? Returning the sentiment to you as well. No. These aren't even real. Anthony says Sao Paulo, Brazil. Mike T says Southwest Asia. Chris Mills, Jurassic Park. I'm going to go... I'm going to say Bangladesh. Let's try Dhaka. Malaysia. Southeast Asia. That is the correct. This is like the math teacher who gave you impossibly difficult problems to solve. We've got arches. We've got arches in old buildings. We definitely in Europe, based on this building alone, I think. We also have someone who's never heard of a wind muff filming this. That distinct sound of wind ripping through a microphone it can't handle. Greece. Luke says Italy. John O'Meara says close-ish. Danielle says Greece. Ian says it looks like Greece. Greece. What city? I need a city. They're not giving us the main cities, right? Okay, Greece is more Mediterranean, right? There it is. Athens? Athens, I feel, is too obvious. But really, anything else is just a dart throw. What? Where is this? What is this? Is this Cyprus? Oh, there's Cyprus, way over there. Well, guys, we're in a city in... I'm about to pull the plug on Crete on this particular one. I don't know. The video just froze. The video is frozen. The game is frozen, ladies and gentlemen. It's frozen. I don't know. Right here. Right here. Come on. How are we supposed to know that we're in Oulu in Finland? Robert says South Africa. That's way off. I'm not liking this busy places one. Ooh, there's a king. We're in Thailand. We're in Thailand. Where in Thailand are we? That's the new king. This guy has like tattoos all over him, which is like a disgrace. Oh, we're in Bangkok. Yeah, we're in Bangkok for sure. There's no way this is not Bangkok. Look how close I got it. So here's Lumpini Park. I dropped my pin in Shillong, but this is actually ASOK. So what's really awesome is right here are like 4 of the 7 biggest shopping malls in the world, or something nuts like that. It's just amazing, this area. This is in Sukhumvit. Oh, this is Terminal 21 shopping mall. Oh, sorry. All the big shopping malls are just over here. I have about 10 items of clothing in this apartment that are from this shopping mall. In the very top floor of Terminal 21, there used to be an old food market there that was just like... Bangkok's a very expensive city. It's kind of like gone the way of Tokyo and New York. But you can still get those original food stalls and vendors in places, and this shopping mall kicked a bunch out to build the mall. But what they did was really cool, and they brought them back in the top floor of the mall in a traditional, or a lot of the traditional food, but they kept it dirt cheap. So you can eat in this amazing, very very modern shopping mall, but you can go up there and you can eat a meal for like $1.50 because they didn't want to displace those jobs and those people that had been there forever. So kind of like a rare win in the modern world in terms of cities and stuff like that, or displacing people. So yeah, really cool place to go if you're in Terminal 21. Yeah, it sounds lame. You're in this exotic foreign country to go eat in a shopping mall, but I think if you're into like urbanism and stuff, I think it's pretty cool. And that just so happens that that's like one of the best areas to stay. So chances are your hotel will not be too far from there. Now, where are we? We are looking at the back of a light pole. This, had a little hiccup there. This is too blurry to read. What city are we in? Luke says Munich. I don't think that language we just heard was native to here. Who is filming this? No further entry permitted. Okay, I think we're in the US. No, I think we're in the UK. I think we're in the UK. Someone said Melbourne or Sydney. That's true. It's got more of a warm city vibe to it, doesn't it? All right. I'm going with Auckland. I'm going with Auckland. And the answer was Sydney. Sorry to all the people who guessed Sydney. Brad Palmer says he's here but almost sleeping. Yeah. We're going to do 1 or 2 more of these. Just 1 or 2 more of these. And then I too. We'll start getting ready for the big sleep. Although I want to get curb and I still have to do a video for tomorrow. We're in a food court. We are in a food court. The word soul, Greek soul. Well, that doesn't give us any hint, obviously. You'll find Greek food in food courts all over the world, right? Why is this guy pointing the... Like, where are you walking with your camera? Are you just walking right into people? I think what they're doing is they're taking, like, 4K footage and they're just, like, cropping it. That's why the camera work looks so bad. It's not, like, super zoomed. It's just... When they made this website, they decided to, like, super crop it for some reason. Paranormal Witness Girl says Hawaii. That's not a bad guess. Miami. I want to say Miami or Hawaii. He's drunk streaming. Buddy Brown in here just for the end of the stream. KFC. Would they have KFC in Hawaii? Come on, Honolulu. Whoa. This is Brisbane. The Gold Coast. Wow. Wow. Okay, folks. I think I'm going to call it a stream. Scary to... Huge freak. I'm just looking at the lighting right now. I think the lighting is actually better when I have these two incandescent bulbs, which I did not plan on being on at all on the top. It's better. But thank you guys for the support. A few people sent supers. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for just showing up and hanging out and watching. Thank you to our mods for modding. Subscribe if you haven't. I also have another channel, Johnny Strides. I will be back next Sunday. I'm thinking of, just for a crazy idea, doing a rapid test on a live stream next week. I don't know. I've noticed a lot of people have been searching like how-to videos, so maybe it'll be fun to do that together. Just a short little 20-minute stream. I don't know. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to everyone for your support. Don't know what's next for this channel. Hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow morning. I will do a premiere if I get the video up. Johnny, why don't you use a Mac laptop? Why would I use a Mac when I got something much better? Would be awkward if you tested positive, lol. Yeah, that would be awkward. I'd have to go get a PCR test right away, wouldn't I? Lisa says not a good idea. We'll figure something out. Maybe. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. And I will